You have to understand one thing about men and women. See, men want sex, but women want relationships. That's where the power of each of the two sexes comes from. See, women are perfectly aware that men wake up with a hard-on every morning. They know that. They know that men are thinking about sex all the time. They're perfectly aware of it, and they use it to their advantage. Of course they do. They'd be fools not to. And women are not fools. They are smart. And so they manipulate men by way of our intrinsic, inherent, never-ending desire for sex to get us to do what they want. See? And that's what's going on. It's very simple. But men are fools. Men are stupid because we don't realize that we could have this same power over women if we understood what women's kryptonite really is. Their desire for relationships. Because it really is their kryptonite. And you have to understand where it's coming from. From an evolutionary perspective, see, men need to procreate, but women need a social environment and strong social relationships in order to survive. Because a woman with a child cannot survive on her own. Simple as that. This is biology. And because of evolution, women have been hardwired to desire strong relationships because those strong relationships make her feel secure. And so she wants a strong relationship with a man. A man who will, in an evolutionary sense, and way back when we were all wandering around the savannas, the man would provide her with the resources, the food, so that she and their children could survive. And so, of course, she wants a relationship with the guy. Guys are the gatekeepers of relationships, just as women are the gatekeepers of sex. If you understand this secret, then you understand women and can use this insight to your advantage. Yeah, because if you realize that women want a relationship with you, then what do? You just give it to them? No, you dangle it. You dangle it in front of them. Yeah, like a carrot. And you have them, trotting along or running, as the case may be, to keep you happy. That's what you do. That's how you maneuver women to get what you want, just as they maneuver you by way of their promise of sex or the possibility of sex. You maneuver them by way of the promise of a relationship or the possibility of a relationship. You keep that little carrot of a relationship dangling in front of her, she will do anything. And you've probably seen this. Yeah, how many times have you been with some girl and you're not really sure whether you want to be dating her or not? And so you're lukewarm about the notion of a relationship with her, and she runs. She runs for you. She does everything. She cooks for you, cleans for you, irons your clothes, does the grocery shopping. She does everything for you. She might even bring you money. Yeah, that's the secret of pimps, by the way. That's how they maneuver prostitutes. Yeah, they dangle this possibility of a relationship in front of them, and they go a-running. Yes, see, because women want that. They want that possibility of a relationship. And you, who happily offer this possibility of a relationship with a woman that you're really attracted to, well, if you offer it cheaply and easily, she's not going to take it into account. She's not going to think it's worthwhile. She's not going to value it. Just as when you have sex on a first date with some girl, you don't value her that much because, hey, I laid her on the first night, so she's no big deal. Exactly the same thing. If you offer the possibility of a relationship to a woman, like instantly, just like that, she's not going to value it, and therefore she's not going to take you into much account. You see? It's really simple. It's incredibly simple. But before we continue in this vein, there's something that you should remember. It's something I've said in multiple videos, and I'll say it again because the truth is always worth repeating, which is the following. See, you have to understand why you're in a relationship. What is the point of a relationship? What? You're just like playmates or something like this? Are you in kindergarten? Is this a sandbox? No, you're an adult. Why are you in a relationship? The reason a man is in a relationship is for 3 reasons, and only 3 reasons. To have sex on a regular basis, domestic comfort and companionship, and to have children. Those are the 3 reasons, in ascending order of importance, and ascending order of exclusivity, as it were. Because you can have sex with whomever, right? Lots of women that you'd be happy to have sex with, but how many do you want to hang out with and see on the daily basis? Fewer. And how many of those women would you want to have children with? Fewer still. Women are aware of this. Women are very aware that a guy is happy to have sex with a very wide pool, but sort of like hanging out with them, dating them, living with them, far fewer. And having children with them, far fewer still. They're aware of this. And when they focus on a guy who could potentially be with them in a relationship, they notice the selectivity of the guy. Yes, and you should be selective. You should be extremely selective. Understand why you're in a relationship. It's for those three things: sex on a regular basis, domestic comfort and companionship, and having children. And you have to understand that in any relationship you're with a woman, you have to realize, what's the end stage? Do you see yourself having kids with her? Yes or no? If it's no, then you retract to a stage before that, which is just dating and having a good time, maybe living together for a while. Domestic comfort and companionship. That's going to be the end stage of that relationship. Or do you not see yourself living with her or even dating her and it's just a lay? Well, then she's just for sex. You have to understand, with every woman that you see, romantically of course, you have to figure out which of these three levels you see yourself with her. And if you see yourself with her at the top level of having children and a family with her, you got to play it smart, just the way a woman plays it smart, just the way a woman plays hard to get. You have to play hard to get insofar as having a relationship with her. Even if you see her as the potential mother of your children, even if you are crazy about her, you got to play it cool. You got to play it cool, because if you give the game away early, she's not going to value it, because it's human nature. People, men and women, do not value those things that are easy to come by. It's a fact of life. It's a fact of who we are as a species. And if you give away the possibility of a relationship instantly, just like that, she is not going to value it. Even if it's something that she really wants, even if she wants it with you, she's not going to value it. You have to play hard to get. You have to keep a distance, be slightly aloof, have her chase you to have a relationship with you. Because just as you are going to have to chase her to have sex if she's a normal girl, you have to get her to chase you if she wants to have a relationship with you. Even if you are absolutely positive that this is the woman you want to have children with and spend the rest of your life with and die in her arms at the ripe old age of 80, even if you're absolutely positively sure of that, you have to play hard to get, and you have to run the risk of losing her. Yeah, you have to put obstacles in her path, because that way she will value the relationship she has with you. If you make it easy, if it's just no big deal and you're instantly like living together and everything's hunky-dory, no problem, she's not going to value it. Because like I said, it's human nature. We don't value the things that are easy to come by, or that we found easy to come by. It could be something extremely hard to come by, generally speaking, but it could be that our dumb luck, we stumble across some nugget of gold and we were like, oh look, a nugget of gold, and just toss it over our shoulder. It happens all the time. And insofar as relationships are concerned, it happens, see? Understand what's going on. Yeah, because see, at the end of the day, we are animals. Never forget that. Look at the animal kingdom. Yeah, look at the bonobos and the chimpanzees and all the other primates, right? Look how they socially organize. And you think that they are dictating their actions? Of course they do. They think that they're in control of their destiny, but they're not. They're little wind-up toys, wound up by evolution, and so are we. Understand this. And it could be that you in particular, you are so sure that you're not the case. You are an agent of free will. You're positive. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's not true. That's just bullshit. You're faking yourself out. Yeah. You are controlled by evolution. Therefore, understand what is going on. Understand that your evolutionary diktat is to procreate, is to fuck as many girls as possible and hopefully get a few of them pregnant. That's your evolutionary diktat. But a woman's evolutionary diktat is to hold on to a guy who will provide for her. And that is the strength of your power over a woman. Understand it. See, women have power over men by way of sex, but men control women by way of relationships. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please go to the link below to my Patreon channel. You'll find over 100 videos that you'll find nowhere else, including every Sunday a weekly webinar, which is a call-in show which I do for my Patreon subscribers. So please check it out. Like I said, link is in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you next time.